Hi, Jasmine. So this is activity 5.2, and you're asked to make a letter, right, for an economist, asking or giving him help for a problem. So yung problema natin is that yung economist natin is gumagawa ng parol lanterns, tapos daw nagkakaproblema sila uh, kapag hindi season ng parol lantern. So sabi niya around late November daw, tumataas yung demand nila for parol. And then December is tumataas, tapos after that is bumababa. Ayan. So sabi nila, you're asked to suggest a reason kung bakit gumaganon yon, and then at the same time to give recommendations on how they could have income during the rest of the year. Okay, so for this activity, you're gonna give the reasons, diba, para sa letter. I believe that the problem with your business is that, ano, so you're gonna be asked to explain kung ano yung ginagawa nila na wrong. Para ma-explain yun, kailangan natin yung konsepto ng demand tsaka supply. So makikita natin 'di ba yung kapag mag-explain ka, gagamitin mo yung mga konsepto na ito. Tapos sinasabi dito na yung supply ng parol nila, it's the same for the rest of the year. 'Di ba? So January to December, nagpo-produce sila palagi ng parol. And then yung demand nila deviate. So umiiba-iba. Ayun. So what I want you to do is to create a graph as well, right? To show that kind of deviation. So, paano gumawa ng graph, 'di ba? Una, tingnan mo yung chart dito, factors that affect demand. So, yung supply, 'di ba, steady naman siya, so walang problema. Pero yung demand, tumataas at bumababa. There must be something that is causing that increase or decrease in demand. And sinabi nga ni Sir sa letter, 'di ba, na yung Christmas, yung occasion ng Christmas, yung bumibigay ng maraming demand para sa parol and so on. So, para gumawa niyan, I'll just give you an example. Okay, sige. Handwrite. Ayan. You start with your or creating your demand as well as or your ano pala, your graph first. So, I'll just use blue for this one. Ayan. You have your x-axis and y-axis. And palagi dito sa y-axis natin is yung price. P, make sure you label that, and then you also have your quantity sa x-axis natin. Right? And then, meron tayong supply, tsaka meron tayong demand, 'di ba? Pero yung graph muna natin for this graph is yung demand, right? And if you look at your concepts, paki-review na lang yung idea ng shifts tsaka movements. Pero yung pinapakita dito is yung shift, 'di ba? Kasi umiiba yung demand curve kapag Christmas season tsaka the rest of the year. So we have to create two demand curves for that. I'm just gonna use another color para to show your demand. Yan. You have demand curve like this. Okay? So this is the original demand curve. I-label natin. Pwede natin ilagay D1. Right? Ayan. And actually, mas maganda kapag i-label din natin yung buong graph. So ilalagyan natin ng label. This is the demand for parols. Diba? And then, lagyan natin ng label din ito. This is demand during Christmas. Tapos, nag-ask siya, ano nangyayari kapag, 'di ba, this is D1. Ayan. Pwede mong ilagay yung same color lang naman. Tapos, nag-ask siya, ano nangyayari? Bakit, like, doon nagdi-decrease yung quantity? It's because the demand, lagay natin dito, 'di ba? When it's not Christmas has decreased. Ayun. And then this is an example of a leftward shift. Kapag bumababa yung demand, it creates a leftward shift. Right? So yun lang yung graph natin. Basically, that's what a graph would look like. If you're trying to give him an illustration of what happens to demand during and during Christmas season and after or before Christmas season. Ayan. So, again, I'm just gonna clean this a little bit better. Yun, pwede mo na yung gawing examples. Tapos, you can create more demand curves as well. Okay, so, nag-ask siya ng suggestion for this one. Ano din yung suggestion mo? Syempre, pwede mong sabihin na if you want your quantity demanded to go up for the rest of the year, diba, you can use this concept, diba, concept of demand and supply. If the price increases, then quantity demanded decreases, right? But, diba, the reverse is also true. So, one strategy para tumaas yung demand for parol lanterns for the rest of the year is, syempre, if he would decrease the price, diba? So, the quantity demanded would also increase. So, that's one suggestion you could put in your worksheet. And another suggestion would be to diversify, diba? Ayan. And you could use another demand curve for this one, right? So sabi niya, sa Christmas lang daw sila nagpo-produce, right? Pero alam natin, there are different seasons for the rest of the year, right? So, iba-iba yung seasons natin. Pwedeng magkaroon ng Labor Day, pwedeng magkaroon ng Halloween, and so on. And one way that a firm could use this or take advantage of this is to create products per season, right? So, pwedeng ganun gawin ni na kuya, diba? So, pwede nating lagyan ng bagong demand curve, right? So, if ayan, pwede niyang lagyan ng diversification. Okay. So, you could put an old demand curve. Ito yung, tapos lagyan mo ng label. Demand curve, when they have not diversified their products yet, hindi sila nag-produce ng lantern for Halloween and so on. And then, syempre, you could do an increase in the demand, right? After they start producing specific products, so that they could have different lanterns per season, they could also increase their demand for these products throughout the rest of the year kasi iba-iba na. Or pwede nilang ipa-advertise, 'di ba? So, pwede silang maglagay ng advertisement and this would also create this kind of trend, right? So, what I want you to do for your activity is just to give this, right? And also, yung other ones, yung suggestions natin, ayun, which I also talked about a little bit for your specific activity. Yun lang, and I hope this helped.